Hi, welcome back to Kin's Quick Cook. Today we'll be making vegetarian spring rolls, and this is at the request of a friend of mine, and she is into vegetarian food, and she asked if there is vegetarian spring rolls. So I said of course there is, and I'm gonna show you how. Okay, it's very simple. This is a classic Asian snack or dish. Now, we're going to start with the ingredients. These are the ingredients here. We're gonna start with our spring roll skins that will make the 25 spring rolls. Okay. And we're gonna fry them up in vegetable oil when we roll them up. The ingredients are these. Well, we're gonna be using cabbage. I have about a quarter cabbage. We're gonna use shredded carrots. Well, we have 3 cloves of garlic for taste. We're gonna add soy sauce, about 2 tablespoons. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce and 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. Okay, and this is our regular oil that we're going to be shallow frying our spring rolls. Okay, but before we begin, oh, I forgot. This is vermicelli or transparent noodles. It's made from beans and water. Okay, and we have to make this first because it takes approximately 25-30 minutes for it to be ready. So we're going to soak them in hot water for about 25-30 minutes. Okay, until it's soft. These come in bunches. All we need today is about half a cup. We're gonna put them in a bowl, and I'm gonna add hot water to it. I already boiled some water. I'm just gonna add hot water to it to fill it to the top, so that within half an hour or 25 minutes, it's gonna be soft. Just make sure it's submerged. Okay, now we're going to go over here and start the process. First, we're going to be peeling our carrots. Okay. And after they are done, we're going to shred them in our shredder. Throw all these in a composter. Okay, we don't need the ends, so we'll just cut off the ends. Okay, now we're going to shred them. Okay. Here we go. If you have a food processor, it will be a lot faster. Now I have completed shredding my 2 large carrots. Now I'm going to begin with the cabbage, about this size, a quarter of a cabbage. Just be careful with your fingers. Okay, let's try it this way. Yeah, that would be better. Okay, we just cut them up this way. And all we have to do is just add these right in to the mix. Our next vegetable that we're going to be cutting up is the portobello mushroom. This is the cap. Okay, and now I'm just going to cut them up into little tiny thin slices as much as possible. These are beautiful. Okay, I'm going to also cutting a little bit smaller. Okay, I'm just going to add them in. The portobello mushroom. Now I'm going to prepare the garlic by cutting first the ends off. Be careful that you don't cut yourself with the knife. Okay, now that will remove the skin. And now all we have to do is just cut them up like this. Okay, now we're ready to put them all in the pan. Okay, now our pan is getting hot. We're gonna first start by adding vegetable oil to the pan, like this. About 2 tablespoons will suffice. Next, we're gonna add the just chopped up garlic in, and you hear the sizzle. I'm gonna use a spatula. Ooh, I can already smell the garlic. Now I'm going to add the vegetable mix, which are the portobello mushroom, cabbage, and carrots, like this. I'm going to lower it a bit to give it time to cook. After it's thoroughly mixed, I'm going to add my soy sauce, 2 tablespoons. Oops, mix it in. Now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. And stir that in. Next, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. And then stir that in. By the way, one thing I forgot to inform you is that you should also prepare a cornstarch, about 1 tablespoon, and about another 2 tablespoons of water to it. That way it will help make it a little bit more cohesive when you are putting it together, especially when you're rolling it up in a spring roll skin. Okay, it will help bind all the vegetables together by using that cornstarch water mixture. See, it's already thickening up and starting to become a little bit sticky with each other. That's a good thing. Okay, you remember the vermicelli with the, well, that's the transparent noodle? Forgot about that, so I'm just gonna add them in now. Just finishing it and letting it strain a little bit more. Okay, now that's how it looks. Put them in, and now we're just gonna mix it in to our mix. And the heat is off. And we just use the spatula just to cut up the vermicelli, the transparent noodles. It's going to add a nice texture to the spring roll. Now I'm going to set it aside, let it cool off to room temperature. Okay, put this away, and we're gonna set this down and let it cool off so that we can begin rolling our spring rolls. Okay, it's been approximately 25 minutes to half an hour. Our combination of vegetables have now cooled. We're ready for our spring roll skin. I already cut the top, and I'm gonna take them out. It's important to keep them moist because these skins dry out really fast, so we have to work quickly. Okay. As a matter of fact, let me just go ahead and pull them out as quickly as I can, and because they are very delicate and thin. Okay, so we're gonna start by putting this one. Oh, you know what? I should also wet a paper towel so that it will moisten the other ones. Okay, whoops, here we go. So it will keep the spring roll skins moist. So we're just going to cover this up to assure that they will remain nice and pliable. Now, we're just going to take like a spoonful and a half, and we're going to roll it like this. Now we're going to fold it on the sides like so and roll it again. And as we're rolling, we're going to fold it inward and fold it. And at the end, we're going to use a little bit of egg wash to seal it. That's our first one. Next, let me show that to you one more time, and then I'm going to do the rest. There we go. And you put it into a diamond shape like so. Cover this up again with the moist paper towel. Another scoopful of the mixture, maybe 1 and 1.5 depending on the size of your spoon. You can eyeball it and then just roll it. Try not to overstuff it because it will break if you do. And we're just gonna fold it inward like so. One piece escaped, another piece escaped, and we're gonna just roll it and fold inward and more egg wash to seal it in. Our second one is done. And we're gonna keep on until we use up all our mixtures here, and there are 25 skins. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, now we're complete with our spring rolls and wrapping them up. This is how they should look. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put them in the pan with oil, vegetable oil. And the way I like to do this is to test the oil. I've been heating the oil up for a while. The way I like to do is to test it to make sure that it's at right temperature. I'm gonna see, I have a little bit of the skin, the spring roll skin, and if it bubbles up, I know it's ready. Oh yeah, it's ready. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take this out. Now I'm gonna lower it a little bit. I'm gonna proceed and put in the spring rolls. Okay. I'm going to put in approximately 6 at a time. Well, maybe I just do 7. And just let it boil in oil until it turns a nice golden brown. Okay, not quite ready. I'll raise my temperature again. When you see the edges turning brown, you know that's when it's time to turn it. Give it like a minute or 2 minutes on each side, depending on the temperature of the oil. Let's check the color. Oh yeah, that looks good, but it needs a little bit darker color. So in a few more seconds to make it golden brown. I already have my tray with paper towels on it to soak up the oil. Oh yes. Love the sound of that sizzle. Okay, now let's look at the color. Oh yeah, that's what we're looking for. See that? Nice golden brown. I'm gonna put it right there. Oh, one more. Now we're gonna add more to finish up our spring roll. Okay, we're finally done, and these are the vegetarian spring rolls. I've been letting it cool for approximately 15-20 minutes and letting all the oil soak into the paper towel. So now I dump the paper towel and put it on a new plate. Let's take a little bite. Okay, I'm gonna take the end. Oh, I'm going to cut it, and you can look at the center. Okay, now, oh yeah. Oh, you hear that crunch? Oh, look at that. Isn't that a thing of beauty? You see all the cabbage, the carrots, and the portobello mushroom in there. And also the vermicelli. Oh, it's still hot. It's crunchy. It's tasty, savory. And really satisfying. Oh, it's falling apart. Anyway, I'm gonna enjoy this. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Okay, and Ingrid, this one's for you.